Hello, everyone. This is Jonathan from ES United, and welcome back to another Melfest interview. And today I have with me Per from the very successful rock band Smash Into Pieces. Hello.
Oh, good to be here.
How are you doing today?
It's good. It's hectic days, lots of press, a lot of stuff to arrange and rehearsals, and but it's good. I like it.
Awesome. I am very lucky to have you here with me just before you go
I'm the
on
lucky one.
rehearsal. Yes. So, you are currently in Malmo Arena, right?
Yeah,
And
correct.
this is where the first hit of Melodifestivalen will take place tomorrow on Saturday. But not only that, because this is also the venue that will be hosting Eurovision in May. So,
True.
how is it like being the first possible Eurovision artist in the arena? What is the atmosphere like?
Well, we have lots of great memories from last year because we also competed
Yeah.
here last year, and it feels like, yeah, last year everything was new, and now it's a bit more familiar, and you can feel a bit more safe, and you can focus on just maximizing the show. So it
Yeah.
yeah, feels great so far.
That's fantastic. And it's not like that in many countries or anything like it, but Eurovision is very big in Sweden, and so is Melfest, the national selection. Do you have like
Yeah.
any special first memory of either Eurovision or Melfest that you can tell us about? Something like, has it always been a dream of yours to compete or perform there, or has it just came up recently?
Yeah, to me, I never, when I was young, I never thought about competing, but I did watch a lot, and I have like specific memories to like who won, and usually hearing like the winning song for the first time kind of gave some kind of spark, or you remember it for a reason. But yeah, I guess as I've been doing this band thing for so long, and we felt like Mello is a really great forum to show what we do because we have like the live band and also it's like a combined music video and a live band performance. So we thought it was great for us. So we started kind of aiming towards this. And last year we got to try it out. So yeah, and we had so much fun. We wanted to do it again. So
Of course, and you had great success too. You finished in a very impressive third place on your debut, which is not something many people can say. So congrats on that.
thank
And
you.
tell me, what has your last year been since that? Like since Melfest? It feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it really feels like it was yesterday because we've been so much on tour this year. We've
Mhm.
been doing a lot of Swedish shows and extra like shows for kids and stuff like that in Sweden. We did a full headlining European tour. We've been in US, and we've been, writing the album, which is released in April. So it's been, yeah,
Yeah,
a very busy year, but also a very
sounds like
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome. And this year, you are the favorite in the odds to win your semifinal. And I believe you are currently fourth in the odds for the win overall. How does it feel, the change from last year entering as a debut artist to now being one of the big fan favorites?
Well, as we know, last year the odds weren't for us in the beginning, so we know that this can change. So
Yeah.
I try to think about like mostly competing with ourselves. We compare stuff from last year, and but the big difference for us, I think, because we had better knowledge of what we can do, on stage and stuff. So immediately once we got accepted for this year's Mellow, we started working on the graphical content and the script
Mm.
and everything that we wanted to incorporate in the Smash experience. So this year's, hopefully, if we get all the pieces right, will be even more like best of the Smash into pieces. So
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And you have a very immersive performance and sound you had last year, but you also have that shared sound all over your songs, this sci-fi laser atmosphere.
exactly.
what are you trying to bring to stage? Because this is a very new sound we haven't been hearing a lot in Melfest. So what is the main thing that you want to bring as a Smash into Eurovision and into Melfest?
Well, as we've been doing for lots of years, it's a rock foundation, but we also are really, nerds about old, action movies and video games and stuff like that. So it's like making our own little cinematic, dystopic, futuristic AI world
Yeah.
combined with great music. And it's really challenging, but also really cool because no one gets to decide, what we can do and what we can't. It's just imagination and it's so cool once you created this to, put it out there and see the reactions of people and it's really rewarding in that sense. So yeah, hopefully we can bring something because I think most of the people from the beginning thought, okay, here comes a rock band, and they know that they're expecting like, I don't know, AC/DC or, a classic rock. But I think we're kind of, trying to get a bit of modern touch in this and just combining elements from anywhere that we like. So we're not afraid to experiment, not stuck in the, you know, in the rock sound. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
keeping it fresh.
yeah, that's important. That's important. And you created the band all the way back in 2008, but I want to know, like, has this vision been there from the start, like when you created the band? And also, like, do you guys know each other from a long time before that, or did you create the band? Like, what made you want to form this musical experience?
I guess there was like a vision from the beginning because, the Apocalypse DJ, he was like a shadow kind of in the booklet of the first album. You can see like he's there like in the first album, but we hadn't really, built it. And then the second album was called The Apocalypse DJ, where you could see him like above the city and stuff. And then third album, Rise and Shine, he actually became a member of the band, So it's
Yeah.
like world is expanding. And then we started with the music videos showcasing the Arcadia world and everything. So it's fun to just try to expand this as much as possible in all directions. And so I guess there was like a vision from the start, but yeah, it's evolving and growing. So
It built its way up through time.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And one thing where you can clearly see that is in some of the collaborations that you've been doing. You have your song Boomerang with Jay Smith, who
Yeah,
is also competing in this mellow. And you
yeah,
also just last week released a cover of Let Me Be Your Superhero with Liamu.
yeah.
So on social media, and this is very interesting to see how like those are two artists that are completely different in their music style and performance style from you guys, but you bring them into your universe and you create
Yeah.
this sort of like magic cameo. How do you manage to do that?
Well, the funny thing is that I guess music is universal and it's like it's melodies and it's chords, and then you kind of put your flavors on top of it. So it works well, with any kind of artist or just playing it acoustic or whatever. We try to keep, the songwriting, you know, yeah, just it's important to have strong melodies and chords and they should work. You don't have to have the best guitar sound in the world. You know, the most important thing is the lyrics, the melody, like the top line and the chords. And
Yeah.
then it can be like a country song if you want to. It can be a trance song. It's all about the makeup, the sounds that you're putting in. So I think it's really cool to see that anyone can just be a part of a Smash song. And Adam could also be like a part of, you know, or
Yeah.
APOC, play like electro drums on something else, or, you know, that's the fun thing with music. It's no rules.
Yeah, definitely. And we get to see it every year, especially in Melfest. There are always some big surprises and things that you can't really see coming. But now
Yes.
we are a bit more familiar with you since last year. And
Yeah.
your new song for this year, Heroes Are Calling, the snippet
Mhm.
was released yesterday. So
Yeah.
tell me more about how did you end up creating this song? Was it especially for Melfest, or did you first wrote it and then you were like, okay, this is the one we need to send it?
Yeah. Well, first of all, we thought like we're not doing mellow unless we feel like we have a really good song with the concept and it could work, you know. And we were writing a new album during this year, so we wrote a lot of songs, you know. And there was a couple of songs that we felt like, ah, this might be something for Melody Festival. And then when Heroes Are Calling came along, we felt like, okay, this is the one that we want to go for. And it was really in the last minute that we finished the song, because I remember being on tour in Finland and then was like, okay, we got to add some high notes in the end for the last chorus. And we just recorded it on the laptop,
Wow.
put it in and sent it. And it was like a super demo that we sent to Melody Festival. And then we kind of yeah, worked on it after that and made the final mix and everything.
That's
So
fantastic. Wow.
yeah.
Because I just made me remember, for example, I don't know if you've seen the Slovenian representative from this year, Raven. She just said that some of her sounds in the songs that she released for Eurovision, she just recorded on her iPhone, and that stayed into the final version of the song, like
Oh,
the
really? Yeah.
first recording from the iPhone. So that it reminded me that with the recording from the laptop.
Yeah.
So
I mean, everything is possible. It's not about the gear, it's just the right
yeah.
feeling. It works.
Yeah, and one thing that I have to talk about is your crazy, crazy styling. Like you have such a unique look on stage, and it's hypnotizing to see the combination, as you said, of like the arcade, but like with the underground and the roughness. So, how did you come up with that, and also the staging concept where you use the semi-transparent LED screens last year to create this 3D world?
Yeah. No, I guess we want to combine like a live show with a music video, with a video game, you know, all in one, the full experience. And I mean, the clothes, it's just, I Google a lot and then you find your bits of, oh, that was like, oh, this was a cool thing. And then just puzzle it together. So we didn't really use any stylist or something. We just add stuff that we think is, oh, this looks cool. That would fit like. And for this one, I guess, you know, me and Benjamin, the guitarist, are going a bit more towards APOC in his world. We're using like
Mm,
some lights and you know, we're
yeah.
we're kind of the if APOC is full blown, Eber digital god, we're some kind of hybrids, and Adam is kind of the human with all his emotions and the one telling the story. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's
That's
just imagination and creativity and just putting a lot of effort in it. I mean all the details we've been working on the graphical content and everything because we love to do that. So yeah.
I can't wait to see how it looks like on stage. And before we finish, I have to ask some rapid fire questions as Eurovision is coming to Malmo and Sweden. And
Yep.
I wanted to know, like, be my tour guide for Malmo. What do I have to do when I go to Eurovision? Where do I visit? And most importantly, what is the best food is there to eat in Malmo?
Well, I'm not from Malmö, so good
Swedish food in
question.
general, though.
Swedish food. Well, if you want to go really traditional, you can go to IKEA and you can have köttbullar and potatis. That's like what built this country, you know. Uh, well, I mean, it feels like Sweden is it's so many, cultures and different kitchen styles and everything. So I'm not sure what to recommend. I
What do
spend
you
my
like the
day
most?
writing music and yeah, What do I like the most? Friday tacos. I like I mean healthy food basically. I My girlfriend is great at cooking and she does lots of good, delicious, healthy food. So yeah, I'm an eater.
Jonathan, I'm so sorry
Important.
to finish.
It's okay. I was just building to the last thing. So, thank you so much for joining me today for an interview. It was so much fun talking to you. For our viewers, make sure to follow Smash Into Pieces on social media. We'll have them linked down below. And of course, if you can like and subscribe to our channel, it helps us so much grow as a Eurovision media. Any final words, Per, that you'd like to say to your ES United fans?
Well, hope that you like our show and maybe we'll meet at the tour one day. Maybe we'll come to your place.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
See
Bye.
you. Bye.